Hello everyone, this is Kiran, founder of the Kiran Academy. Today we are going to take one of the interview from non-IT candidate, that is BCom, Bachelor in Commerce. With this interview, you will get to know like how easy it is to learn Java, even though you are of not that background of IT. And these days you might be knowing everybody is equal in IT industry, only you need graduation. Most of the people which we placed are BCom, BSc, BCA. Obviously, engineers have a place there, big place is there, but still every background people can go into the IT. So today's interview is for Shruti. She prepared for core Java and she asked me to take interview. That request we received from our old one of the interviews comment. So guys, you also can put comment in this video so that we'll schedule your interview as well. Okay, so let's start. So let me go through her resume. So I have her resume in my hand. Right now, I'm seeing that she is good into core Java, JDBC, a lot of things she wrote, exception handling, then thread, JSP, Spring Boot, Agile, lot of things are there. Okay, and there is some project also, academic project, I think. Okay, so welcome Shruti.
Hello, sir. Good
Yeah,
evening.
how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. I'm good. Thank you. Yeah, can you tell me about yourself?
Myself, Shruti Rathod. I'm from Pune. I have completed my graduation in 2022 from Pune University. And from past 2 to 3 months, I'm learning Java, in which I'm well versed with core Java and currently learning advanced Java. In core Java, I have hands-on experience in OOPS concept, JDBC, exception handling, and collection framework. And I have also worked on a project of college management system where we create a college hierarchy structure, a student model and a teacher model, in which I work on a student model. Thank you.
Great. Yeah, thank you. In your own introduction, you explained me what are the technologies you are well versed with and project also. That is a good way actually. Most of the people in this question try to tell about their family background and all. That's good thing that you did that. You made my way now to ask questions on the topics which you listed in your introduction. Okay, so good Shruti. So let me start without wasting much time with the core Java. Okay, you know object class.
Yes, I know.
So can you speak something about object class?
The object class have 11 methods. It is a super class. It is super class because it has some methods which we need in our daily operation. Some of its methods are like toString, equals, hash code, clone, get class.
Okay, great. Equals method is in object class, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you know any other class where
Yes,
equals
sir.
method exists?
It is situated in string class also.
It is in a string class also. What is difference between object class equals method and string class equals method?
Object class string methods returns the memory address, whereas the string class equals method returns the content.
Okay, it returns content or it returns boolean. That means it checks, right?
It checks
So
boolean
equals method of object class, what it does? It checks
memory addresses.
Okay, and string class equals method, what it checks?
It values
Content, right?
content
Yeah,
values.
very good. I got it. Okay. Do you know string class?
Yes, sir.
How to create object of it?
We can create object of string by two ways: with or without new keyword.
Okay, with and without.
Without new keyword.
Can you elaborate like without new keyword if we create an object and
for
with
example,
for example, new string, and without new?
String. I will take a string as a variable, a string as a data type, and a reference value. For example, string p is equal to hash, and with new keyword is string s is equal to new string, and constructor along with.
Yeah, that is a syntax, right? So what difference it has? One is without new and one is with new.
The first object is goes in SCP memory, and other one.
What is SCP?
SCP string constant pool.
Perfect, huh? Go ahead.
And the other one is gone in SCP and heap both, but the priority is for heap memory.
Okay, so you mean to say new means heap memory and SCP both will get used.
Both, but the priority goes for heap memory.
That's correct. And without new means it goes into the string pool, right? Great. Correct. That's perfect answer. No problem. More questions I would be asking on this string because many interviews I didn't ask string. I forgot to ask. Now let me ask you. Do you know any methods in string class?
Yes, I know.
Which methods?
ToString method, contents method, to lowercase, to uppercase, intern method.
What does intern method is doing?
Intern method get the value from the HCP memory.
Great. Okay, so methods of string class we are knowing, right? Have you ever used any methods?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you did practice on that?
Yes.
For string class methods, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what is the value of method in string class?
A value of method is for if I have some other value like int or float, it converts that value in string.
Perfect. So it converts integer to string.
String.
Means any data type to string. If you want to
String,
convert, then
yes.
you need to use value
Value
of
of
method.
method.
Okay. What is difference between string and string buffer?
String is a special class in Java, and a string goes in SCP memory, and strings are immutable. So this is a drawback of string, and to overcome this problem, string buffer comes in market. The string buffer is mutable, and it have all methods of string with extra 2 methods, reverse and append. And it is also legacy class.
Why you think reverse method is not there in the string?
I don't have any idea, sir.
They didn't give that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because as you said, string has disadvantage of creating extra memory, right? Whenever you are doing concatenation and all. So if they would have provided you reverse method, you would have used string dot reverse, right?
Yes.
That means one string is already there, high.
Yes.
Correct. But reverse method will create ih, reverse
Another
of high.
string.
So two objects would have been created. So they have given reverse method in string buffer, not in string. Just for your information, I'm telling this.
Okay.
In string buffer, you know, the memory is like same, right? Okay. So how to append two strings?
By adding, by use contains method.
Contains
Sorry,
method.
concat method. Sir.
Perfect. And like concat method, what is the which method is there in the string buffer?
Append method. Appends method.
Append method. Okay. What is a string builder?
String builder is a master class.
String builder is a
master class.
Master class.
Okay. Because it is fast and it have all features of string and string buffer, and it is not synchronized. Its methods are not synchronized, and it is mutable.
Okay. When did you pass out?
2022.
22. Okay. So you have good knowledge. You are telling answers with so confidence. So it is very difficult to understand that you are from non-IT, that too from BCom. Okay. So great work. So let me ask you more questions. Okay. So questions level will become little tougher. So you know array list?
Yes, I know.
Okay. So can you add one array list into another array list?
Yes, sir.
How?
By creating another object and add that variable in add method.
Oh, so add method will be taking an object of another array list method, right?
Reference of variable of another.
Do you know add all method?
Yes, sir.
So what is the difference between add and add all then?
With add method, we can add only one element, and with add all, we can add multiple elements.
So don't you think that the question which I asked you before,
so that is
can be answered through add all method also?
Yes.
Right? Yes. Okay. What is the difference between collection and collections?
Collection is framework. Collection is an interface. It has some method.
Collections is
collection is an interface.
Okay.
Collection has some methods like add, add all, remove, all, size, and is empty. It have two sub interfaces, list and set, and it have
that is collections or collection.
Collection.
Yeah. No. Yes.
Collection.
Okay.
Not class. And collection have two sub interfaces, list and set. List have 3 subclasses: array list, linked list, and vector. And set have 3 subclasses: has set, tree.
I asked you about collections and collection.
Sir, I am coming to that.
Yeah. So come early.
And coming to the collections, collection is a class. All methods of collections are static, and its constructor is private. And which work we cannot able to perform by using collection methods, we can perform by collections method. It has some methods like shuffle, sort, max, min.
Great. These are the utility methods, right?
Yes.
Okay. So how to sort a list?
By using We can by using collections method of sort.
Yeah, sort method of collections class, right? Okay, great. So you know some logical programs also.
Yes, sir.
If I ask you to find out second highest number in array, is it possible?
Yes, sir.
If I ask you to add all the elements of array, is it possible?
Yes, sir. I will try my best.
Okay. If I ask you to print all the odd numbers from 100 to 0, is it possible?
Yes, sir. Possible.
If I ask you to print all even numbers from 1 to 100, is it possible?
Yes, possible.
Can you add all even numbers from 1 to 100?
Yes, sir.
Pakka?
Yes.
Okay. So let me share the, yeah, so you have Eclipse open.
Yes.
Now what I want sum of all even numbers from 0 to 100.
100.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, you start writing. I want, wait, 1 to 100 sum of all even numbers. Okay, so start. Just remove that console. Go ahead. Okay, so what is sum? It's 0.
Yes, sir.
What is the problem? Can you go line by line and explain me what you have written? Just a second. Can you explain me line by line? And
here I declare a variable sum, which is 0. Here I declare a variable I. Here I applied a loop where value of I is 1 and I is greater than equal to 100, and it is increasing 1 by 1. So and here I apply a condition if I mod 2 is equal to 0.
okay, can you explain?
So just a second.
No, you just explain, you will get to know the problem. Okay, go ahead.
Here I declare a variable sum is 0 and a variable I, and I applied a loop where value of I is 1 and I is greater than equal to 100, and I applied an increment for increase value, and here I applied a condition.
No, I said I asked you line by line, right? You didn't explain me ninth line, right?
Here is a full stop, semicolon.
Why semicolon?
Sorry, here it is a loop.
Understood?
Yes.
So in ninth line, it should not be like that, okay? So you got the problem now?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
And here I applied a condition if I mod 2 is equal.
Go ahead, now run the program. No, it's not printing. See, in such cases, I would like to guide you, okay? That will be good because many people are seeing it. Yeah, run once, okay? Many people are seeing this interview, and it is not about only taking an interview, but guiding people also, like how to answer and all, okay? Okay, no problem. See, this is a coverage actually, okay, David. Always what to do in such cases, because now you are feeling that you are writing code correctly, okay?
Yes.
But it is not running. In such cases, what you should be doing, see, it is not giving answer. So always do like this, SYSO1, okay? Then you need to find a mistake now, okay? So even in interview, nobody is gonna help you like this, okay? But this is just a mock interview, so, and you have given most of the answers. So I really want to help you in such scenarios. See now, 1, 2, 3. Okay,
Yes.
and then you run the program. So even if you get stuck in interviews in such scenarios, you show this debugging practice. Okay, so now I'm going to run as, run the program. Okay, see now 1 is printed. Is 2 printed?
No.
Means it is not going inside a for loop.
For loop.
Now find out the basic mistake. Why it's not going?
Maybe
Less than,
here
greater than, or I plus plus. Some mistake might be there, right? I is greater than. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now run the program. Okay. Now my question is, okay, that's okay. This is correct. Okay. My question is, what you learned out of this? Understood? What you did, that I want to know. It's nothing about mistake. In interview, I want to see your confidence. So what I want to know, what mistake you did, how we check that mistake, and then how you answered it correctly. Okay? So just explain what you did.
Actually, first of all, I applied semicolon for loop. Then
that was wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I applied less than instead of greater than. That's why the loop is not going inside the for.
You applied greater than instead of less than.
Less than.
Okay. So that's why it was.
Loop is not going inside the for loop.
Okay. How you got to know that?
By debugging.
How you did debugging?
By applying a steps for which to print first step, second step, and third step.
Great. Okay.
Yes.
So you understood?
Yes, sir.
Great. But I really like that you supported me while doing this. Many people even not able to do this. Okay. Great. Now, if I want to print sum of multiple of 5.
Sorry, sir. Can you please repeat?
Sum of multiple of 5 from 1 to 100. Understood?
Yes.
Where you will change in this program?
If I'm or 2, instead of 2, I will put 5 there.
Great. So can you do that right now? Okay. So you remove that debugging statements. Wait. Yeah, you removed all.
Yes.
Okay. So you made this sum at the bottom. Okay, go ahead, run the program. Perfect. Okay. So next question would be, I want 11th line should not be there. Okay.
Yes.
So it's a multiple of 5, right? So I want to remove 11th and 14th line, and I ask you to change in for loop. Output should be same. What you will do? Got my question?
Yes, I got it.
You think about it. I need multiple of 5, right? So where you will change? It starts with 1 anyway. No. Till 100 that I want, right? Where you will change? I plus plus means what?
Increment.
By
1 number.
So what we need now?
Multiplication.
We need increment by 5, right? So can you change there?
Is equal to, can I do is equal to 5?
You do whatever, I don't mind. Wait. Wait. So, okay, so what you did, that is I plus 5, right?
Yes.
Great. So this will also give us a correct answer. Okay. Great. Okay, so that's all about logical program. So what I want you to prepare more on the logical,
Yes.
and most of the times what interviewer do is they ask you first simple question and they keep asking question on the same question. They want to see your runtime accuracy, runtime presence of mind. Okay,
Yes.
so it's good that you answer. So let me continue with some more questions. Do you know hash map?
Yes, I know.
What is hash map?
Hash map is a class of list of map interface. It has method of put all, and all other methods like collection, put all, remove all, size and is empty, and it is work in key and pair. If it is work in key and pair, duplicate key is not allowed there, but duplicate value is allowed. But if we put duplicate key, then it will always go for the latest value.
Okay. What is final keyword in Java?
Final keyword in Java, it can be applied to variable, method, and class. If we make class as final, then we can't extend it. If we make variable as final, then we can't change its value. Final is constant, and if we applied it to method, then we can't override method.
So you said override.
Yes, sir.
Do you know override, method overriding?
Yes, I know.
Can you override constructor?
No, sir, we can't override
Why?
constructor. Because when it is necessary to same method signature.
Perfect. So if you are overriding means signature should be
Signature
same
should be
or
same.
return type should same and
Same.
constructor will have
Constructor does
override.
not have return type.
Great. You know constructor?
Yes, I know.
How many constructor you can write in a class?
We can write multiple constructor by changing their parameters.
Okay. So that's the constructor overloading?
Yes, overloading.
What is method overloading?
Method overloading means method should be in the same class with same method name but with different parameters. So for example, I have a class college and in which I have a method admission with parameters for int marks and string name. And I sold out that project to my clients, and one of my clients need extra.
I don't need example. I just want to know what is method overloading, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what is that?
Method means to add on in existing features.
I'm not asking you use. I'm just asking what is method overloading.
Method overloading.
What is method overloading? Yeah, what are the features of method overloading? Like method name should be same.
Method name should be same. It should be in same class with different parameters.
Okay. Return type can be same.
Yes.
It must be same.
Yes.
Not different.
No, sir.
No, it can be different. Okay.
Okay.
No worries. You are handling this interview so so nicely. So you know exception handling?
Yes, I know. So can I have some water?
Yes, sure.
Thank you.
Okay. So we have asked many questions on many topics. So some of the topics still I want to touch. One of it is exception handling. Okay. Why this topic is used? Means why exception handling concept is there in Java?
Whenever we are running code and an unwanted event happen at compile times, then our program execution will stop. The further line code is not executed. So we need to bypass that problem. That's why we are using exception handling.
Okay. So in exception handling, which keywords are there in Java?
There are 5 keywords: try, catch, finally, throw, and throws.
What is finally?
Finally is a block which always execute with or without occurrence of exception, and we can write it with try block and catch block also.
Can finally followed by try block?
Yes. No, it can't follow. There must be a catch block, but we can write it with finally block.
No. Try can have a finally also. Okay.
Yes.
So remember that. No problem. Okay. So you know interface?
Yes, I know.
Abstract class?
Yes.
Okay. Why to use interfaces? When to use interfaces?
To achieve multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance is not allowed in terms of class, but in terms of interfaces. So whenever we need to achieve multiple inheritance, we can use interfaces.
Okay. Why multiple inheritance is not allowed in Java?
Multiple inheritance is not allowed because of diamond problem, and it occurs because of ambiguity.
I don't understand what is diamond. What is diamond problem?
For example, I have a class RBI and it have two subclasses for SBI and HDFC. And sorry, let me change my example. If for example, I have class A, and in that a method M1, and I have class A and class B, both have same method M1, and I have a subclass of both of that. I have a class C, and if it is implemented, if it is extend both classes A and B, then it will get confused which method he should follow. That is diamond problem.
What is super keyword in Java?
Super is keyword in Java. It is exactly replacement of object creation. It can work. It can use with methods, variable, and constructor with super classes. But in case of constructor, it should be written on the first line always.
Okay. What is the difference between arrays and array list? Array and array list.
Array is a collection of element having similar data types. Array is not growable. If we write, we need to provide index to array, and if we write in any element out of index, then it will provide us array out of bound exception. But whereas in array list, we doesn't have, array list is a class. We doesn't need to provide index to it. We can add multiple elements in it by some of its methods like add and add all.
Good. What is the difference between error and exception?
Error occurs at runtime, and
okay.
And, for example, stack overflow error. And exception occurs at runtime and compile time as well. For compile time, compiler is responsible to give that error exception.
Okay.
That are class not found, file not found, and SQL exceptions. But at runtime, it is happen because it is occur because Java get confused at something, or he may not know that code. So just for example, arithmetic exception, null pointer exception.
So, means in simple words, error means it cannot be handled, right?
Yes.
Do you know any inbuilt error in Java?
Stack overflow.
Perfect. Okay, just a second. Coming back, you are answering every question of mine. Okay, so I'm really feeling confident about you and really eager to ask you more and more questions. So let me ask two more questions. Okay.
Yes.
What do you know in JDBC? Why it is used?
JDBC technology, it is used for connection of Java with database.
Java with database. Okay. What is statement and prepare statement? Any difference you know between
both
these
are
two?
Interfaces. It has some statement has some queries like update, insert, delete, select, and with statement we can add only a single record at a time. But whereas prepare statement, we can add multiple records at a time. And we doesn't need to provide a value at time. We can add placeholders.
Good. What is relation between these two, statement and prepare statement? In relation, these are interfaces, right?
Yes.
Any relation you find in between them?
No, sir. I don't
No.
know.
Prepare statement is sub interface of statement. Okay.
Yes.
So where more features will be there in prepare statement or statement?
In prepare statement, because it have features of statement and have some extra features of it.
Perfect. Okay, so Shruti, I'm done. You have answered a lot of questions and a lot of good answers I received today. Okay, many interviews I took, and out of that, this was really good. Should I ask you about projects also? You know project?
Yes, sir. I do a project of college management system.
So really you know about it? Should I ask?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you did your academic project. I think it's your institute project, that is college management system. So can you explain me that project?
Yes, sir. It is a project where we use Angular for front end.
So you know Angular also?
No, I don't know. I have a group of team. I work only on student model.
Okay, so backend you work on?
Yes, sir.
Right from creating REST API?
Yes.
Okay, can you explain the structure of that project?
Yeah, it is from Angular to controller to service, and service to DAO,
What is
to
DAO?
database. DAO is a class where we can write code to connect with database.
What is service layer?
Service layer where we can write logical operations.
What is controller?
Controller where we can send or receive data from front end.
In your resume, I saw you're expert in troubleshooting and error solving, right?
Yes.
So, what kind of troubleshooting you did?
I solve my errors and problems as well my friends also with the problem solving
Means
nature.
you are solving errors of your friends also, you are saying.
Yes.
Any error you remember that you solved in recent days? Any? Recent past 5 days, 8 days, 1 month? Any error? Just recall.
No, sir.
Don't recall?
No.
You solved or not?
Solved.
So just recall that your friend got an error, then they approach you or you approach to them and you
We are
solve.
currently learning advanced Java.
So any error you solved
in
on
which-
other system.
In which we write a update query where we write firstly name and then ID. So one of my friend and me also we are writing ID first and name later. That's why it is giving us exception. So we solve it. Then we got to know that name should be written firstly and ID.
So that sequence is changed in query.
Sequence is
So
wrong.
you remembered one of the error which you solved, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Good. Okay. So which college you did your BCom?
From SP College.
SP College,
Pune.
Pune.
In 𝐸𝐴𝐴𝐻𝐴𝐴𝐻.
Where it is?
𝐸𝐴𝐴𝐻𝐴𝐵.
Good, good, good. So many people of your college, those who are doing BCom, also entering into IT, or you are the alone who took decision to get shifted
One
into
of my
IT?
friend, he suggested me. He's a civil engineer.
Okay. So he suggested you to shift
Yes.
into the IT, right? But I really see you have huge good confidence and
Thank
you
you,
can
sir.
really have good days ahead, because I don't see people, those who are understanding many in and out of Java, if they are of some different background. Firstly, they kill themselves by losing in confidence just by hearing that you cannot go into IT. But I see you are trying your best. I would say not trying, you are doing best.
Thank you, sir.
Even I see now you wrote here JDK 7 and JDK 8 also, right? So any feature you know JDK 7 and JDK 8? Any
From
feature of JDK 7?
From JDK, no, sir. In JDK 7, there is loop for each loop. And coming to JDK 8, there is lambda expression.
You know lambda expressions?
No, sir. I just hear
But you
about
remember
it.
the features,
I don't
right?
have any idea about it. I didn't work
Any
on
feature of JDK 8 you implemented?
We can provide body to interfaces.
Perfect. Body to interface. That is functional interface you are saying, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. Great. So thank you, Shruti.
Thank you, sir.
So feedback to you is like good. You have performed good theoretically as well as programmatically. When I asked you to solve some questions while you was doing programming, you tackled them very well. You have good confidence, good communication. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
I already told you have good days ahead. Okay. So do properly things, learn complete full stack. If it is not yet done, that Angular and all, wherever you are doing, I think you are good at Spring Boot and all. Okay. So schedule one more interview with me for advanced Java.
Yes, sir.
We'll have question and answer. That time I'll ask you questions. You'll be preparing for answers in advanced Java. Okay. So thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you
Great.
so much.
So you all see like what Shruti has answered and how she answered and where she got stuck and where she was very confident. I hope most of she beat most of the IT people also, engineers also, in giving answers. You might have seen my past history of interviews and you might have seen how they performed, how she performed, and being a teacher and founder of Kiran Academy, I meet most of the time with students and we see that people are not preparing. But with this interview, I hope everybody will get more clarity on questions and answers, how to prepare. Okay. In this interview, you saw most of the topics also like string, collection, exception, most of the topics I covered. Okay. And one more interview you can visit, which is listed here at the top. That is how to enter, how to switch into non-IT to IT, or how it is possible for non-IT people to get into the IT field. Thank you. So if you like this, share, like, subscribe channel. Thank you. Bye bye.